had been a non-Muslim my whole life. I never had any Muslim friends, never had any Muslim family. So I've just accepted this religion of Islam, and subhanAllah, I had literally had, only the Quran to work with and literally YouTube. And the problem is you get a bit of information here, a bit of information here, a bit of information here, but no strong foundational level. So this for me was definitely a difficulty. And funny enough, one of the brothers I actually used to go to school with, so we were in the same science class together in school back when we were both atheists in school, subhanallah. And now he somehow ended up in the masjid with me, alhamdulillah. I had a debate with the materialists about the existence of God. I was adamant and determined that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala existed, yet I didn't know how to actually articulate it properly. And because this gentleman was very, very educated in the field of science, he was able to actually put me on the back foot and make me question my own belief. Now, this hindered my Iman. As a new Muslim with no strong foundations, I felt weak and I felt that maybe I'm not on the right path. And that's when I made dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yeah, I remember it to this day. I remember actually being on my knees and begging Allah, please, please, please send me knowledge. I need to know. I need to know, yeah, like more about Islam, how to practice. And I just had this intrinsic desire to learn more. And anyways, after making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this advert actually came up on my phone. It was a YouTube advert for the Why Islam is True course. And I could definitely tell that this was a sign from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I didn't waste any time and I just signed up straight away. And I actually completed this course. And after I completed this course, my foundational levels had literally gone from nothing to unbreakable. I didn't realize how true Islam actually was until I took this course. And actually, I would roughly say about a year later, I actually bumped into the same person, the same materialist that I had previously spoken to. And we went back into the same conversation of God's existence. And now I had such a strong foundational level and had very, very strong arguments for God's existence. I actually posed these to the atheist, and alhamdulillah, it definitely made him think about his own beliefs. And he's not a Muslim yet, but inshallah he's definitely thinking about Islam more now and thinking about God's existence, because he didn't actually know that it was logical to believe in God. He thought that belief in God was like belief in fairies, and it was illogical. But after what I learned from Basira education, I definitely improved um, my articulation of why Islam is true. Before I actually took the Why Islam is True course, I definitely struggled with my faith in Islam, because people would often ask me questions that I didn't know how to answer. After taking the Why Islam is True course, it actually gave me 100% certainty in my religion, and now I'm actually much better at answering those questions. Alhamdulillah. We run a new Muslim halaqah to support new Muslims in the masjid. And we've seen a lot of new Muslims come and go, unfortunately. And so after a few meetings, we always think about how we can keep and retain these Muslims. And after I did the Why Islam is True course, I knew 100% that this is something I had to bring to these students and try and become a better teacher, because I've also learned a lot as well about teaching, because I had no previous experience teaching a class of any kind, really. So through doing this course, like, it's brought me personally. It's brought me along with personal development and teaching. So yeah, alhamdulillah, I can't complain. I began teaching this course to the new Muslim circle. And in the beginning, they definitely had their boat rocked, let's say, because they had this conception of what life is, and it was a big challenge for that, and they struggled to take it on. But what I found was, as we progressed through the course, the students then began messaging me and saying, "Subhanallah, I never actually knew that Islam was based on logic and was based on reason." And there's definitely been a change in the reverts that have attended the course from the beginning to now. They've definitely had that realization once they've completed the course, that not only Islam is true, but like I say, why the other worldviews are actually false. That's one big thing actually for me since taking this course is, alhamdulillah, like having those conversations with my students outside of class, and they've just like said to me like, wow, that was so Iman boosting, like I just like want to go and read Quran. That for me is such an amazing feeling, and it definitely helps me keep going.